Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Kurlos. Here now the news for November 25th, 2019. Disney has filed an application for a new 12-story, 350-room Disney Vacation Club tower next to the Disneyland Hotel. According to the OC Register, Disneyland submitted the application on Friday, November 22nd to the City of Anaheim for conceptual development review of a new 350-room Disney Vacation Club tower. The proposed Disneyland project would be the Vacation Club's 17th resort. No opening date has been mentioned for the project, but it's slated next up after the opening of Reflections, a Disney lakeside resort or lodge near the former River Country site. As far as design goes, the look and theme of the new tower will reportedly complement the classic 1955 Disneyland Hotel. The proposed project area is located between South Walnut Street and the Disneyland Hotel's Frontier Tower. Construction would mostly take over an empty grassy area and existing laundry facility. Of course, that empty grassy area was once upon a time the Dancing Water Show. So hopefully there'll be some reference to that in the new build. The investment into infrastructure of Walt Disney World is continuing with the rebuilding of parts of Floridian Way and the Magic Kingdom Exit Road. World Drive and the Magic Kingdom entrance, of course, just completed its rebuilding with overpasses and new ramps helping to ease congestion for one of the busiest roads at Walt Disney World. The project involves the realignment and reconstruction of northbound and southbound World Drive. A grade-separated interchange will be constructed between World Drive and the Magic Kingdom Parking Exit Road. As part of the grade-separated interchange, 4 new bridges carrying World Drive northbound and southbound cars over the Magic Kingdom Exit Road will be constructed. The project also includes the widening of existing World Drive, new ramps connecting World Drive and Bear Island Road, and ramps connecting the Magic Kingdom Parking Road to the Car Care Center. From looks of the blueprints, the project should make traversing Floridian Way much easier. Currently, to drive to the Grand Floridian Resort in Shades of Green, guests need to take the Magic Kingdom entrance bypass or take the very complicated Car Care Center bypass road. At least complicated for a tourist. After work is complete, Floridian Way will be an entirely two-way road that will connect to World Drive south of the Magic Kingdom parking lot. Floridian Way will also include 4 bridges, overpasses, or whatever you want to call them, to take the road over to the Magic Kingdom Parking Exit Road and connections to Bear Island Road. A multitude of ramps and connection roads will allow drivers to get to their destination much faster. This area is currently difficult to navigate, sometimes for tourists, maybe sometimes even locals. After almost 2 weeks on store shelves, Walt Disney World cast members are now pulling the new Magic Band slap bracelets from racks due to some sort of issues with the icon pucks that come with each. The Magic Band slap bracelets were pulled from stores of the Magic Kingdom yesterday morning, but were still on shelves at Hollywood Studios later in the day. We informed cast members of this, and they said that they should be gone from all stores property-wide by the end of the day. Today, we spotted none. According to managers we spoke to, they were having problems with the RFID technology in the Mickey Mouse icon pucks, but everybody seems to have a different story about these things as to why they were pulled. So who knows who has the right answer. But either way, for now at least, the Magic Band slap bracelet's no longer a thing. Peter Pan and Tinkerbell lead the way to the magic of the newest character bus wrap to arrive at the Walt Disney World Resort. We spotted the bus in the cast member areas behind the Magic Kingdom, so sadly we couldn't get very close, but the grainy picture you're looking at now is the best we've got. The bus is currently being used to transport cast members, magic makers if you will, to work, but soon it will take on guests. Features Peter Pan and Tinkerbell soaring high above Neverland, sprinkling pixie dust below them. After recently releasing new ceramic tumblers for each of the 4 parks, as well as a holiday version, Starbucks locations at Walt Disney World have added 4 new ornaments to their collection. Each park has its own tiny ornament-sized tumbler, perfect for decorating the tree. If you're looking to see Santa outside of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at the Magic Kingdom, the popular meet and greet is starting back up this week. Starting Thursday, November 28th, you can meet Santa at the Town Square Courtyard from 10 to 5 daily. The meet and greet runs through December 24th since Santa needs to be out to deliver the toys. Do keep in mind that waits for this meet and greet do tend to run on the longer side, so plan accordingly, and also note that you can meet Santa at Disney's Hollywood Studios on Sunset Boulevard. Dearly departed, no need to look so grim. Well, unless you're me and you paid full price for these. The Host-A-Ghost spirit jars that first materialized on the shelves at Walt Disney World in September are ready to follow you home now at a discounted price. Thanks. The Host-A-Ghost, I'm mad about it. The Host-A-Ghost spirit jars were released to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. The jars were spotted in the Emporium in Magic Kingdom, as well as Memento Mori in Liberty Square by the Haunted Mansion, and for some reason they're also at Mouse Gear at Epcot. The price has been reduced by a whopping $30. That's half off. They were $59.99. So now they're $29.99. It's much more reasonable. If you want to see all of these jars in action for yourself, you can check out my 18-minute video where I show you all of the ones that I paid full price for. The entire collection. That's right. I paid full price. Pays to wait sometimes, kids, but you never know with Disney merchandise. Sometimes it vanishes. Work at Epcot continues as the park eases into its major overhaul. Another widened pathway seems to be taking shape by guest relations, perhaps a path to ease flow when more guest areas close for the upcoming Spaceship Earth refurbishment and for the completion of the park's new entrance garden. You may recall that a similar path is taking shape behind Innoventions West as well. Inside the World Discovery area of the park, or what will be, you will find the new Play Pavilion with interactive experiences full of character. We got to look at some of the concept art during D23 as well as an idea of what's coming to the new pavilion, but today we're looking at current construction. More land has been cleared around the pavilion. The area that once was full of foliage has been made barren and looks like it's been turned into a path to bring in equipment and machinery for construction. The blue Walt Disney Imagineering building can now be seen from the monorail through the site now. The path up towards the entrance of the old Wonders of Life pavilion is still intact, as are the original railings. You can see that the pathway to Mission Space is bustling with guests, but there is a lot of work happening behind those walls. The new pavilion is scheduled to open in 2021 for Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, as long as they don't encounter any delays along the way. If the France Pavilion at Epcot didn't feel empty and barren with the removal of 6 of the 10 trees that typically line the fountain area, it sure does now. The remaining 4 trees have now been removed. Last week we saw that the first 6 trees had been taken down and the spot where they were previously planted was filled in with concrete. The same is now true for the final 4. Epcot's France Pavilion is undergoing a long string of changes as it expands to welcome Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, La Crêperie de Paris, and a new Beauty and the Beast sing-along show. The removal of these trees seems to be related to all that other work to quote-unquote improve the pavilion. The gardens to the right side of the pavilion remain intact for now, though they sit directly in the path of the start of the new walkway to Remy's Ratatouille Adventure in La Crêperie, so who knows how safe those are. Primeval Whirl at Disney's Animal Kingdom reopened after being switched to seasonal operation. You can now find the carnival-like roller coaster in Dinoland USA as part of Hester and Chester's Dinorama open once more. It was announced in September that Primeval Whirl would be a seasonal attraction after months of irregular operation due to unexpected maintenance issues. The ride was set, of course, to only be open for a few days at a time throughout the next month, but it was just announced moments ago, in fact, that it will now be running every day until January 4th, so enjoy it while you can. Move over Mickey Pretzels. There's a new king around the snack carts of Animal Kingdom. A new Simba pretzel has just become the main event over at the park. You can take a look at this adorable and delicious snack now. It's twisted to look like the drawing Rafiki makes of young Simba. For $6.79, you get a warm golden pretzel. You can read our thoughts on this new item at wdwnt.com. Starting November 29th, Jock Lindsay will be turning his trusty watering hole at Disney Springs into Jock Lindsay's Holiday Bar, complete with over-the-top decor and a limited-time menu filled with festive foods and craft cocktails. Actually, the decor is actually up already as of the publishing of this video, and we have a complete video tour right here on YouTube, or you can check out the videos on our site. But Jock Lindsay has caught the holiday spirit in a big way this year and has decided to throw a party for all of his adventurer friends, new and old. Come to Lucia, everybody. When you walk in, you'll notice the decorations are next level, sure, and feature an array of gifts, lights, and little holiday nods to his love of aviation. Here, ugly sweaters are not only welcome, but encouraged along with holiday jokes. From savory options to sweet, the holiday-inspired menu includes drummer boy braised lamb with truffle, holiday caprese wreaths, C9 light deviled eggs, ugly sweeter bread, and jingle bell pops. Libations featured will include the cinnamon bells, the Santa hat mojito, white Christmas margarita, and what I'm most excited for, Jock's Holiday Nog, an alcoholic eggnog, of course. Jock's Holiday Bar will be serving up festive spirits and holiday magic through January 5th, 2020, so add it to your Walt Disney World Resort must-do list this season. It's no secret that we're a fan of Sunshine Churros at Disney Springs. They offer a wide variety of flavors, and their churros are far superior to those in the park. But on our most recent visit to Disney Springs, we noticed that two things have arrived at the Sunshine Churros cart. First, they've changed their churro recipe. Thick, twisted churros now fill the case and look even better than the previous offerings. We then noticed the new White Christmas Peppermint Churro. Figured we'd try out both new offerings at the same time. You can read our full review of this new style churro and new flavor on our site. Meanwhile, the menu at the macaroni and cheese food truck at Disney Springs has also been changed. We noticed that the bacon cheeseburger macaroni and cheese has been removed. The barbecue brisket has been renamed to barbecue beef, and a brand new item has been added. The Texas chili mac and cheese is the latest bowl of cheesy goodness to arrive at the truck, so of course we had to give it a try. The 4-cheese macaroni and cheese comes topped with chili, corn chips, shredded cheese, and chives. You can read our thoughts on this as well at wdwnt.com. Guests will soon be able to purchase Disney Plus subscription cards at Disney parks and Disney stores starting today. Actually, not starting soon, it already started. Subscription cards will retail for $69.99 for a full year of service and are available while supplies last. Here's where you can find those cards in the United States: at the Disneyland Resort. They're at Disneyland Park in the Emporium. At California Adventure, they're at Elias & Company. And at the Downtown Disney District, they're at the World of Disney. Meanwhile, at Walt Disney World, they're at the Magic Kingdom's Emporium, Epcot's Mouse Gears, Mickey's of Hollywood at Hollywood Studios, and the Discovery Trading Company at Animal Kingdom. At Disney Springs, you'll find them at the World of Disney, and at Disney's Contemporary Resort, they'll have them at Bayview Gifts. You can also subscribe to Disney Plus online at disneyplus.com. We're just under 5 months from the April 15th opening day of Tokyo Disneyland's massive Fantasyland expansion. While the Oriental Land Company has revealed details about almost everything coming, they've been pretty tight-lipped about the show coming to the Fantasyland Forest Theater. We don't even have a name at this point. So far, all we know is the show that will be presented will be, quote, a journey through a world of incredible music with the Disney friends. Today on Twitter, a user posted a picture that may be our first real peek into the upcoming show. The picture reportedly came from a calendar for OLC employees. Features Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy in previously unseen costumes. The costumes, save for Donald, very heavily feature green as the primary color. There are several leaf and flower accents which point to a plot with a larger involvement of nature. Of course, again, that show will debut in April. Just a few days ago, we visited Disneyland Paris to check out all the new entertainment and such for the holiday season, but we also caught a glimpse of the ongoing construction of the Marvel Avengers campus area of the park. Most of the backlot area is closed except for Restaurant des Stars, which will eventually become an Ant-Man themed eatery, the Pym Test Kitchen, I believe. Behind the walls, we can see work continuing on the Spider-Man attraction. The Armageddon show, of course, was completely leveled for this new addition. This is the very same Spider-Man ride that is also being built at Disney California Adventure, but is set to open there next year. It will open in 2021 in Paris. Guests heading this side of the park are greeted by construction walls and directional signage. And we saw many guests go down this way thinking they were going to Rock and Roller Coaster, only to realize it was a dead end. You are practically in an active construction zone when you walk down to this area. This pieces of concrete were being lifted into place just feet away from us while we waited to be seated at the restaurant. Of course, Restaurant des Stars remains open even though the canopy at the entrance has been ripped off. Speaking of things ripped off, the facade of Rock and Roller Coaster Avec Aerosmith is long gone. It will, of course, become an Iron Man roller coaster, but of course, as you may remember from a report we had a couple weeks ago, it was almost a Spider-Man one. We have all that cool model pictures and concept art on our site. The Marvel-themed area, Avengers Campus of Walt Disney Studios Paris, of course, set to open in 2021. Are you ready to head back to the Imagineering story? The docuseries' 4th episode, Hit or Miss, will premiere this Friday on Disney+. The 4th episode follows the trajectory of Michael Eisner after the sudden passing of Frank Wells, his right hand and key advisor. After a tragic downturn, Eisner steps back from creative stress and hires business-minded managers to fill the void. As the pendulum swings from art to commerce, the Imagineers enter an era of austerity. While some projects enjoy enormous success, others are canceled and still others disappoint. The pattern seems irreversible. It also seems that viewers will get to see some of the history on the very beginnings of the Disney Cruise Line. Again, that will air this Friday. We can only hope they're so honest when they get to maybe like the last 2 years. That'd be great. I doubt it. I doubt it will be allowed to air on Disney Plus then. Every year since, we got some housekeeping to deal with. Every year since 2008, we here at WW News Today have hosted a charity drive at the end of November to raise money for the Toys for Tots Foundation. To date, we have raised almost $50,000 for this amazing organization with donations through our website and those made during our annual live programming during the holiday season. And this year, we're once again asking for you to be a part of this holiday tradition where we continue Walt Disney's dream and try to make a difference in the lives of those less fortunate. Over 60 years ago, Walt Disney became one of the original sponsors of the Toys for Tots Foundation, which ensures that every underprivileged child receives a toy during the holiday season. Walt and his animators personally designed the original Toys for Tots train logo that's still used today, and the first poster created for Toys for Tots. Of course, in this spirit, WDW News Today is putting on a 50-hour live broadcast to raise money for this organization. We hope you'll join us beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday, November 29, 2019, when we broadcast. That's when we'll begin the broadcast, and you'll help us by making a donation to this great cause. You can do that already at toys.wdwnt.com. That goes directly to a donation site for Toys for Tots. It goes straight to them. This is a great annual tradition. It's my favorite thing we do every year, not just because it helps a charity, but we're on the air for 50 hours. We do a lot of great segments. This year we're kicking the show off with WW News Tonight is kicking the show off at 9 p.m. on Friday. And we have so many other great things. Cooking with Nick. Nick is going to cook Nick is going to cook a couple of items from the Galaxy's Edge cookbook. We have Park Center and Around the Hub and so many of our other great original programs. We're doing a Back to the Future episode on the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror for its 25th anniversary. I can't even think of all the shows. We're debuting new shows, The Muses, the Movie Club, a lot of great new programs, Everything You Always Loved, all of our game shows, and more. The full schedule is up at wdwnt.com. Again, join us starting this Friday, November 29th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going for 50 hours through Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you'll join us. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to wdwnt.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and if you want to get to see this weekend's show, it'll be right here on YouTube as well. And click the bell for notifications. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.